Teaching American History grant is a grant that was awarded to the Duval County Public Schools by the federal government that basically is going to enable teachers to teach American history in a more exciting and engaging manner by taking them to actual historical places, letting them relive the history, the battles, the culture, the colonization, whatever it might have been, so that the teachers can take that back to the classroom and inspire their students as well.
I love history, and I love American history, and there's always so many interesting things that you don't learn in the textbook. And so this grant gives you the opportunity to go out and learn more about those things, more of the personal side about history. One of my favorites was St. Augustine, just actually getting to go through the little village and see how people actually lived. I brought back one of the nails that the blacksmith made, and I was just fascinated by that. And I really liked going to Fort Clinch, and that was just another opportunity to talk to people. The reenactors are very knowledgeable about their time period and just the things that they did. So that was just really interesting, and the kids are very interested to learn about it.
I think Fort Clinch has been the most interesting because last got out there when I was in 8th grade, and historically, when you think of the Civil War, you think a lot of Gettysburg and Antietam, but not a lot of it is focused in Florida, and I think it gives us North Florida people a chance to see our own roots in the Civil War.
Company, left, face, march.
I think this experience will help me because I like to expand in my class a lot of the resources and materials beyond the textbook. I have a classroom library of Florida-based books, also a lot of magazines and publications to share Florida stories with my kids. But I don't think anything really would beat being able to go to the kids and say, I was at Olustee, I was at Fort Clinch, and I'm relating to you what I saw. And I recommend that you also go as well.
Engage our enemy, this is the defensive battery, by firing cannons down along the walls. There's the wall this way and the wall this way. These are 2 cannon positions and 2 more cannon positions.
From this experience, I can take back to my classroom things that are not in the history book or barely mentioned. We are visiting sites that are not mentioned in our history book or a history lesson, or some that are barely mentioned. There are things that the students are asking me. They are becoming more inquisitive, and I have answers for them. I have resources. I have networks that I can share with my students. I have improved lesson plans. I have better structured lessons. And I'm just excited about it. My students are excited about it. They ask me questions when I get back.
I think it's inspired me a lot. It makes me even more excited to share different things about people of the different time periods. Just little anecdotes about how people lived, a lot of times things that aren't known in the history books. And there are things that really fascinate the students. And when you tell them the little tidbits, they're like, wow, really? So it just gets them excited about history.
I've personally had a great time. This has been one of the most fun things. It's the most fun job I have ever had, and it's something that I've always enjoyed as a child because I had a very exciting history teacher myself, and it's because of him that I think I have this job today, and he doesn't even know that. But I think the inspiration that I received as a student has brought me here, and I think that the teachers will be able to do the same thing for their students, and that their students will be able to say that someday as well.